AI is amazing at making music. There are two big contenders, but which one's the best? Suno or Udio? Let's dive in. There we are in Udio. You can see the dashboard here. We have home, create, library. So you can also, if you feel probably a bit more creative, and that's what we like in the language classroom, if you do that, is you are going to be writing your lyrics. Okay, so you can write lyrics there and can start creating the beginning of a song and see where we go after that. Or you could be creating an instrumental. Okay, we are going to have a play. You see where we go with this. Let's have a quick look at the credits. So I click on credits and you can see that I don't have any more for today because I used quite a lot to make the music. 66 left for the month, and I've got various amount of credits there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to earn free credits. So now if I want to get some extra credits, I just have a clip A, clip B, and I'll say which one you prefer. You have to listen to a certain amount of time.
In the moonlight, you're shining so bright.
So I don't really like it.
In the moonlight, you're shining so bright. A gentle whisper in the silence of night.
So you have to listen to 10 seconds worth of each clip, and after when you picked it, you'll click on whatever you prefer. Definitely prefer B, and so on and so forth. So you keep listening, and I've got one, and obviously I can only get a maximum of 10. And okay, you keep listening and get 10 extra credits. So it's probably 5 more songs you can work on, or 10 different extracts. So all good. I've created a song on Toulouse just about now. I'll put the prompt here. So because the prompt is in French, it's going to be creating the song in French, or you can ask me to write in English and get the output in French just by putting the prompt in here. And this is my output.
Au bord de la Garonne, le soleil nous entraîne. Chaque coin, chaque instant, je me sens si bien.
Not bad, okay? It's just a poppy, singy song. You can change into any time, any style that you fancy. We're going to be experimenting with other genres later on. If ever I'm very much taken with that song and I want to extend it, I can just do that. Therefore, you can just click on create, and you have extend, remix, use style, and copy prompt. What you want to do, you want to extend it, and by extending it, I reach that bit of the page here, which means add intro section. You can add section before a certain point, add another section after, or add an outro, so whatever you fancy. It's not super complicated, and you usually have a good output there. But again, it could be hit and miss. Sometimes you get what you like, sometimes you have to experiment a little bit. To be honest, with 100 credits a month, you're very likely, unless you are a publishing machine, that you are going to be getting some good songs out of that. It could be using in your class or anything that you want, obviously. Right, so now I'm going to try to create my own song with my own lyrics. Okay, so you need to write your lyrics. It's not going to be auto-generated, it's going to be custom. Sabor y pasión and Sabor de Madrid. Okay, see what we have this time around.
Que su calor no podabas ni no pinto charlas largas todo distraímos sin preocupación.
That's brilliant. I think it's really good. What about next one?
Para pequeño gran sabor, croquetas, queso y calor, pulpo, bravas, vino tinto, charlas largas, todo distinto.
Brilliant. I think they've done such a great job here. It's really, really good. Again, whatever style you're looking for, you can ask. And a couple of years ago, you couldn't do that. And I think that's absolutely terrific. So again, you can tailor that to you, and you can extend the song by adding more lyrics afterwards. If you want to extend it, you can add more lyrics to it and make it a bit longer, because obviously this is only 32 seconds. But I do think this is really, really good. And now I'm going to try to do that kind of earworm type of grammatical thing that you can do. So I popped in here in the lyrics all the verbs used with être, which is a pain in the backside to remember. And so it's quite a nice thing to maybe create an earworm for them to remember and to expand afterwards with it, with the activity. So I experimented a little bit, and I've created some stuff and different styles. So let's have a look first of all at the heavy metal section.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé, je suis entré.
Not bad, isn't it? So it's quite obviously very heavy, depending what type of mood you're gonna have in the classroom. So yeah, one of these, a bit of a hip hoppy.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé, je suis entré, je suis monté.
Different styles, different vibe, vocal. So it's pretty good. Okay, and finally the last one, the rock, indie rock type of thing. Okay, so that's fun also. So depending what type of mood you want to create in the class and what you want them to be doing. So you have the choice. It could be doing something a bit more chilled. And, you know, sometimes it's better if they can pick the style of music that they want to actually be listening. So it could be several alternatives for them to be using, to be working on. Right, let's have a look at Suno briefly. So you can see it kind of looks similar. And I'm going to go into the create section, and you see that I've been working on these ones already. Those are Christmas songs, which are actually pretty good. What I'm going to try to do here is to compare with the other one. I'm going to be just doing that song on Toulouse again and see where he's going to be going with. It's much quicker. You can also notice that the number of credits, it works in a different way. So every time it's going to be creating 2 songs, but it's going to be taking 10 credits. There we go. Let's listen to it.
Sous un ciel rose qui sourit doucement, les briques rouges dansent dans le vent.
Well, that's impressive. That's really impressive. What about this one?
Sous un ciel rose qui sourit doucement, les briques rouges dansent dans le vent. De sincèrement au pont neuf qui lui, Toulouse frémit, soumis le récit.
Wow, wow. I have to say, I'm more impressed with Suno for these 2 songs, actually. Right, so I'm going to try to use the custom mode, so I'm going to click on that, because I want to use my own lyrics. So audio and lyrics here, I'll just paste the Spanish one that we had seen earlier on. Wow, again, super quick. I'm so quick, I'm so impressed. All right.
Bar pequeño, gran sabor, croquetas, queso y calor. Pulpo, bravas, vino tinto, charlas largas, todo distinto.
Wow, really good.
Bar pequeño, gran sabor, croquetas, queso y calor. Pulpo, bravas, vino tinto, charlas largas, todo distinto.
Wow, that's really good. And you'll notice also it does create a cover for you every time. So you have that and you have your song there, so you can do a little karaoke at the same time. I have to say the speed of light is really quick and does an absolutely amazing job and didn't have to be experimenting many other things. Right, now I just pasted my verbs that I've done earlier on in the other one. And just want just a simple rap. I don't have to add anything else. Let's create. And again, it is absolutely speed of light, so quick. So let's listen.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé, je suis entré, je suis monté, je suis né, je suis resté, je suis tombé.
Okay.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé, je suis entré, je suis monté, je suis né, je suis resté, je suis tombé. Je suis descendu, je suis sorti, je suis parti.
The quality is unbelievable, really. I think it's brilliant. A rap style, maybe we should try to get another style. My credits are running out, so I'll better find another one. Okay, so let's create the next one. Rock style, again, speed of light, really quick.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé.
Not bad.
Je suis allé, je suis venu, je suis arrivé, je suis entré.
Different styles and works really very quick. If you want to be more precise, to have obviously like everything's about all about prompting, you need to be more precise about the prompt. You need to add what type of styles you want and who's going to be singing it and things like that. I do think that the output is quicker in Suno. I do think that the quality is really, really good in Suno. The only issue is that you probably have less to play with in terms of credits, and there's no way, no possibilities for you to be getting some extra credits, I think, on Suno, which is a bit of annoying, really. You can create songs very, very quickly, but you have to know how it works, and you cannot really experiment too much. Otherwise, we will run out of credit, and you're gonna have to start working again the day after. Right, so the verdict. I do think that it's really easy to use either Udio or Suno, but I think Suno's got, I think, just the edge on that one because it produces the music already. You don't have to be changing things or playing with things, and if you're not really super savvy with your music, you can just get on very easily with Suno without having to do anything. If you probably want to be have more control on the output, like some music producers or something like that, you definitely will want to be using Udio because you definitely will have a bit more in there. In terms of speed, well, you saw that already. Suno had a slight edge also on that. Suno is really much quicker than Udio. Okay, so I think it's a slight edge, but Udio is still pretty impressive in that respect. But Suno is slightly faster. Then output quality, I would say I was really impressed with Suno. Udio produces some very good stuff, but Suno is first time usually produces some very, very nice output, and you don't really have to be tinkering with things. It looks really good from the start. As for 3 credits, I would say Udio's got the edge there. They are probably more generous in terms of credits, and the fact that you can actually listen to some music and give them feedback, you get some credits also. I think it's probably a bit more generous. But Suno only got their 50 credits a day, which is obviously of 10 per output. So I would say no opportunities to be getting a bit more, which is a bit of a shame, but that's the way it is. So as done 3 credits, Udio definitely has got the winner there. And finally, the winner obviously is going to have to be Suno. It's got the edge on lots and lots of different things. It's easy to use. It's quick. It produces the song straight away from the beginning. Credits is obviously could be an issue there, but what about having 2 accounts? Why not? You're having one for Suno and one for Udio, and you can play around with the 2. And if you're desperate to be creating some songs, you can be using the 2 platforms. There we go.